Hello and welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1. Absolutely ecstatic, absolutely superb, and so happy because when we were doing the watch along, the Liverpool game finished about 15 minutes before. It was 1-1 in our game. They were all on it. Actually, I say that the Liverpool game had finished. They were on it before the Liverpool game had finished, which I find even more funny that they're on saying Pogba's a flop, United are rubbish, talking about our first goal being offside, which totally shows you that Liverpool fans were watching Manchester United play rather than their own side. Anyway, bitter, shut it, we've won and we're still snapping at your heels. That's why it's such a good result. And I tell you what, I haven't even deleted it off the United Stand Twitter account. About 2 minutes before Zlatan scored, I said it's ridiculous how he plays every minute of every game just because he scores a goal every other game, and within 2 minutes he scored. And you know what, I don't care. I don't care about looking an absolute idiot for that, because Manchester United won, and I'd rather look an idiot and mock that and just win than be right and we drew. So absolutely ecstatic with that. What a performance. Man of the match for me, simply, I'm going to go through the player ratings in a minute, is Paul Pogba. But do you know that's only the second time in the last 9 league games that we've scored more than 1 goal. And I think that shows you exactly where we have been going wrong, and hopefully we can start. I think Spurs, even though it was 1-0, there was a lot taken from that game because we kept a clean sheet and saw a 1-0 lead out, which gave us a lot of confidence defensively. And then today, from throwing a lead away and it being 1-1 late on, we've gone and broken that voodoo as well by getting a late goal and winning the game. Had to win today. I think if we'd drawn today, with everything we did at the weekend and the City result and everything that goes out the window because the gap goes up again. But really pleased with it. There's only a slight thing I want to talk about negatively, because there always should be something that we can improve on. But the reality is, Palace, totally sat back and tried to keep a clean sheet. It didn't work. But the way we played, Paul Pogba was superb. My man of the match without shadow of a doubt. I don't think anybody was superb tonight, but going away from home in the Premier League, anybody can beat you. And I thought Pogba, it's not easy to be so stand out as the player that everything went through. That doesn't happen by accident. That happens because you're a good player. And yes, he gave the ball away a lot, but he also did a lot of good things. And he set the goal up and he scored the winning goal. So Pogba, well deserved, man of the match. And everybody's always saying he's a flop. Well, he got a goal and assist today. We keep telling you he's not about goals and assists. He does a lot of other things, and everyone says, no, his stats are this, that and the other. Well, he's just done well for his stats tonight. So, he's still going to call him a flop. He's a fantastic player and he's going to be a great player for Manchester United. But we needed to win. And for all those people who are saying, well, Spurs won, Liverpool won, City won, Chelsea won, let's not get greedy. Take Liverpool as a case in point. They've just dropped 2 points at home to West Ham. They lost the lead at Bournemouth. So actually, they've only taken 4 points from the last 9. So they've dropped 5 points from their last 3 games, whereas we've taken 7. So we chip away every game. As long as we chip away every game week against somebody who's higher than us. Yes, granted, everyone else has won, but Arsenal lost last night, so we've made 3 points on them this game week. If we beat West Brom at the weekend, Arsenal are playing City, so they can't both win, so it's just gradually chipping away. We don't want everything by Christmas time. I think if we'd said 2 weeks ago, if we would be fighting for top 4 again by New Year, we'd have gone, you're having a laugh. And I think we will be. West Brom's a very, very tough game on the weekend. They're doing well. They were unlucky against Chelsea. They've won again tonight. It's going to be very difficult. Any other day, you'd probably say a point's not a bad result at their place. We've got to win it. We've got to go and grind it out, and I think we can do. And if we do that, with Spurs and with Sunderland and Borough at home, that should be 6 points. And with everybody else playing, God knows where we can be on New Year's Day in relation to the league. But we've got to go and do everything we can to beat West Brom. And if we do, I think the door really opens up for us in relation to even second, third, fourth. Let's go for it. And confidence is definitely building. The team, let's have a look at the team. De Gea, didn't have a lot to do, couldn't do anything about the goal, but that save he made, it was going right in the top corner. I thought the Palace keeper played well again, but all keepers play well against us for some reason, because we're Manchester United. But that save, it's going right in the top corner I think it was from MacArthur, and it's a full strength dive, world-class save, and that's what you have him in the team for. Bailly was going off more times than anything, actually did go off for Darmian. Bailly was average, wasn't he? I hope it's not a bad injury. Darmian, I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing I would say critically about Jose Mourinho. Why are you using Darmian when you can use Fosu Mensah? And if you're not going to use Fosu Mensah, he's ready. Get him out on loan to somewhere so he can develop. He's ready to play, and he'd be playing better than Darmian. The goal for Palace was a well-worked goal, but it starts because Darmian lets somebody come inside and doesn't make a tackle, and then suddenly everybody's on their back foot, and it was easy to climb through us. He was poor against Spurs, and he wasn't very good today. Get Fosu Mensah in at right back. Really do it. Darmian, he was all right in the last 5 minutes. He did quite well, but he cost us a goal there. Palace didn't really create anything, and it could have been costly. Jones, very good, pushing for man of the match again. Again, another game, brilliant. Stay fit, that's all we ask. Rojo, again, another game, but another suicidal tackle that he could have got a red card. Someone needs to take him aside tomorrow and say, you can't tackle like that. You are not going to get away with it every game. It was a ridiculous two-footed tackle. He was lucky again. Apart from that, a good performance. Daley Blind, steady. Play him at left-back. It's his best position. Carrick and Herrera, again, steady performances, just doing what they do, running the midfield. We did run the midfield, and they were very good. Pogba, man of the match, brilliant. Mata, quite a quiet game. Unfortunate, his goal wasn't offside. Maybe our first goal slightly was, so it evened it out. But Mata, a bit of a quiet game. Rooney, better than he was last week in the Europa League, but again, a bit of a quiet game. And I think symbolic of Rooney, Ross said it at half-time on the watch-along. I like what Rooney's doing now. He's a bit part player, but he can be an important bit part player. He's not trying to do everything himself. And, you know, people like Pogba and Zlatan are taking over that mantle. But he can be an important player off the bench, taken off when we needed a goal. I'm happy with the role Rooney's got. He nearly scored an absolute brilliant goal. And again, a very good keeper save, goalkeeping save. If he'd scored that goal, what a way to equal Sir Bobby's Charlton record. He's going to do it soon. He's a very important part of the squad. What can I say about Zlatan? He infuriates us a lot, but I'm a massive Zlatan fan. Everybody knows that. During the summer in the Europa League, the Euros, I was doing Zlatan Watch. I wanted us to sign him. I said to you, whatever you think about Zlatan, he will score over 20 goals for Manchester United this season. I'm going to have to dig out all the comments and everybody saying he won't. Well, he definitely will. He might not play well every game, but he scores goals, and that's the most important thing. And that goal at the end, you wouldn't want it to fall to anybody else. And as much as I wanted Rashford to go up front to stretch them, applaud Mourinho. You know, you can moan about him for using Fellaini, and I do. You can moan about him using Darmian, and I do. But I would have took Zlatan off. He kept him on, and a lot of us would have took Zlatan off, and he kept him on. And that's Mourinho for you. He's got that right, and you've got to applaud him. Absolutely superb. And very happy as well, because I've said what we're going to start doing on the watch along, because a lot of you have asked us to do it in the hour before, is start, you know, doing a few bets and stuff like that amongst us. And I did say if there's one bet today, I would put I wouldn't put a mortgage on. I put a tenner on Zlatan scoring. It was late, but he did score, so I'm pleased with that as well. So yes, Pogba would be my man of the match. I think that's obvious because of the goal and the assist. And then after that, I think it would either be Zlatan, because the finish is just superb and we needed it, and it's so important for our season, that goal. Or Phil Jones. I thought he was very good. I thought Carrick and Herrera were good as well. I thought Rojo was good apart from that tackle, and I thought De Gea's save was brilliant. But yeah, it has to be Pogba for me. A very, very big 3 points, and I'm very, very pleased about it. And I'm just going to take some of your comments now, because I've more or less covered everything that came into my head. Peter Doyle, late goal to win it, feels a bit like the old days. These things, like the 1-0 at the weekend and winning late here, it's mentally in your head, it's very good. Hope to get 36 points by next 3 games, says Scopez Energy. Pogba should take more free kicks. Whatever you say about Zlatan, I don't know why he takes free kicks. I've never seen any evidence as to why he should be. Not many Scousers on here tonight, obviously. They've all been shut up by the fact that we've won. 13 points of Chelsea, we can do it, says Jay Millers. I'm not thinking about Chelsea, but I'm definitely thinking about Liverpool and Arsenal and City and Spurs. I think we can catch all of those. Would have been very disappointing to draw today, because we just want to keep the momentum, the catalyst of Sunday. It's going to be difficult. I was talking about it even before the Palace game. West Brom is the one. West Brom is the one. If we can win that, anything is possible, and I mean anything this season, because we will beat Sunderland and Borough, or there's something really wrong because they're both at home. West Ham at the Olympic Stadium, we should be beating them there. It's like it's a neutral ground, and then Liverpool at home after that is the next league game, and we can win that. And if we do, it's there. You know, we will be in the top 4, and that's what we've got to go for. And the great thing is, Europa League, it's not there to distract us. Everybody else has got exactly what we've got between now and that Liverpool game, and that is league games and a cup game. There's no advantage with being rested or having to play Thursday, Sunday. It is all down to what we do on the pitch, and we definitely can do it. I would give Fellaini man of the match as well for not coming on. That's a funny comment. Mark, do you think Pogba is good at 10? Says Kellen H. He was better today, but he's better in the Spurs position, where he's doing a lot of the defensive work as well. VK Dean says we were lucky to get away with it. We were, but we've been unlucky this season. We have been unlucky this season, so a little bit of luck And it was a good goal. It wasn't a lucky goal. It was a good goal. You've got to give it. It was a good setup by Pogba, and it was a great finish. We worked that goal, and I think that's really important. I just want to talk about that. That was a blatant penalty. It wasn't ball to hand where somebody shot and it's hit him from 3 yards out. Rojo's about to head it. He's moved his hand. Whether he means it or not, he's moved that ball. It's a penalty. And then straight after that, that goal's not offside. But that's 2 decisions, and it's another 2 bad refereeing decisions. But, as I said at the time, we would have been moaning about it afterwards, but ultimately, we aren't scoring enough goals. We aren't scoring more than 1 goal enough. And I said it with 20 minutes to go, because there was still 20 minutes to go after that penalty decision. Yes, we've been robbed again, but we've got 20 minutes. The referee doesn't have to dictate whether we win this game. Let's go out and do it ourselves, and we did it. And we needed the second goal. And Mark Goldbridge has just said it, so whoever that is, it's not me, but there we go. Very, 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 very happy with it. Very, very happy. Mark, if we win the League Cup, do you think it was squad boost for winning silverware? That's Shaka Phillips. Well, the League Cup would be nice to win, but it gets us back in the Europa League. I want 4th place. I want top 4 in the Champions League, in the Premier League, and I want to win the Europa League. That's all I'm bothered about. And then the FA Cup, and then the League Cup. Mark, if we win the League, you've asked me that. Title hopes? Question mark? Anyone? Bit early, but I tell you what, if we do what we need to do against West Brom, Sunderland, Borough, West Ham and Liverpool, I wouldn't be surprised if we are saying title tilt. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Jose loves aggression, hence why he overlooks the hastiness of Rojo and Fellaini, Lynn Hall. Carrick fan, get in. Nice to have him back. Mark, I think Fosu Mensah should start for games. Sunderland and Borough, says Scopes Energy. Fosu, Darmian's a problem. He is a problem. He gets found out by the quicker player, and he was at fault for that goal. If you watch it back, he lets him come inside too easily. I was going to say something crude, but I won't. I'll leave that for the watch along and those who are familiar. But yeah, I would get Fosu Mensah involved a hell of a lot more. But I'm very excited. We've hit 57,000 subscribers as well. Fantastic, everybody who has subscribed. If you are new to the United Stand, please please subscribe, like the videos, get involved. It is all about you. It is about saying it how it is. That's what the United Stand is all about. And I'll be live tomorrow, probably on my phone after the Christmas party. So keep an eye out for that. Watch along on Saturday at 4:30 for the West Brom. Match reaction straight after. Preview 8:30 at Friday night. Lots to get excited about. But I tell you what, this time of year when it's Christmas and we're all getting excited anyway, how great is it that Manchester United have somehow managed to revive the league and make it interesting? Because a couple of weeks ago we were thinking, oh, these Christmas games aren't going to mean a lot. And actually they do now. We march on to the West Brom game. I don't care how we win it. I don't care how we do that. Grind out 3 points. Fellaini can get it off his backside. I don't care. If we win that game 1-0, brilliant. And then Sunderland and Borough, it's all about getting 3 points at the moment, because as we look at the league table and the way things stand at the moment, very, very quickly, it stands like this. We are sixth, and West Brom are in 7th actually, but they can't go past us even if they beat us, which we cannot let happen. But we've got 27 points. We're 3 behind Spurs, right up against them. 6 behind City, who play Arsenal, who are on Monday, and they're 7 points ahead of us. So there's ground to be made. Draw out of that, or even if one of them win, we will make ground on at least one team above us at the weekend. Liverpool, they're only 7 points ahead of us as well, and they've got Everton away, and then Chelsea, well, 13 points. Let's not even think about them at the moment. But if you look at the weekend fixtures, there's a look ahead. Chelsea away to Palace, interesting. I'd expect Chelsea to win that. Spurs are home to Burnley. They're probably going to win. Arsenal, City, and obviously Liverpool. The week after, though, Boxing Day, we're at home to Sunderland. We should be winning that. Arsenal home to West Brom. Could be a difficult game for them. Could be. I'm looking at when Spurs are going to drop points again. They've got Southampton away. So that's probably our chance to get past them. So as I said, it's not about worrying about, you can't expect Liverpool and City and everybody to lose every week, but as long as we're winning every week and one of them above us are losing, we're making ground. Arsenal this game week, City and Liverpool last game week. This weekend, if we win, we're going to make points on at least City or Arsenal. So happy with that, very happy with that, and we go again. But I think symbolic is what it's all about. 1-0 on Sunday against Spurs was symbolic because we held a lead, which we weren't doing very well, and it was a catalyst. Today, we were in the lead, we let a team back, but then we went and won it. Another thing new, another confidence thing. So it's all psychological, brilliant. And I'll tell you what, massively, I'm going to take my hat off to Mourinho. I've been critical about Fellaini, which I think we should be. I would have took Zlatan off today. I even tweeted it and I've left it up there. he kept him on, he scored the goal, and that's why he's Manchester United manager. Absolutely superb, and very, 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 very happy for you and for all United fans. Very, very happy. Brilliant. Superb. See you all again tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. What a result. I don't care whether it's 2-1 or 4-1. We just needed 3 points. Let's go again.